Alright guys, so this is my first episode. This is Rome. I have a lot of experience in this genre. This is a new Rome, kinda. I'm gonna record an entire series of like my entire playthrough throughout an empire. Like what you should do, how it works and everything. And I will be starting from the bottom completely. I will be refusing any free ranks, any of that. Uh, I'm not famous, obviously, but I'm not unknown in this genre. A few people know me by name, so that's why I really want to avoid like any free ranks. Like I've already been offered a few positions, but I turned them all down. So what we're gonna do here, the first thing you should do in a Roman group is always joining the group. So you'll go here, Rome, and you just join the group. Now we do have to rejoin because otherwise our rank will not show up. So first step is going to be explaining the structure. So you have Peregrinus, that's like the non-civilians but still part of Rome. Criminals, obviously people who have been criminalized by higher courts. Plebeius, aka plebeian, lower class. Equus, some make it middle class, some make it higher class. It's usually for retired people. Patricius, also known as patrician, is the higher class, right? Senators, anything above that. You could even argue that imperials are patricians. Next, what you have is the Concilium Plebeius, aka Plebeian Council. Those are like the voice of the people. They are the lower government body. Then you have the Magistrate Plebeius. Those are elected officials that it depends what Rome you're in, but usually it just means that they were elected by these folks to do certain positions, and Tribunus Plebeius, also known as Plebeian Tribune. This person handles the Plebeian Council. Next up, you have the quaestors. They are assistants to the senators. You can tell a lot about a government when there is not many quaestors. It just means that the senators and magistrates are probably lazy and that no one is really doing their job or pushing an agenda. Next, you have pro-magistrates. Those are retired praetors or retired consuls, but then again, it depends in every realm how they set it up. Magistrates, elected officials. Censors are also elected officials. Every rank in between magistrate and consul are elected officials. Censors, they handle gens and they handle the census, which is a poll that they do every week to see what the community thinks of certain elected people, but it can be about anything. Then you have the princeps, full name would be Princeps Senatus. This person handles the Senate. That means they handle elections, they handle passing laws, they handle setting up the government and many other things. And then you have the praetor position. Praetor is the second highest elected position. Most realms have three, aka Praetor C for civil, Praetor M for militarist, and Praetor U for urbanus. This realm has five. This is not normal. You could argue that there's the Praetor Praetori, which would be four, so five. I have no idea. And then you have consul. There's usually two. This realm has two, so they did that part right. There's the Consul C and the Consul M. Consul C for Consul Civilis, Consul M for Consul Militaris. Each of them handle the civil sector and the other one will handle the military sector. They usually have the highest Imperium, which would be obviously under the Concilium, that are Imperials. Imperials are a whole different breed. They are selected by the Emperor. They work for the emperor, they have power over everything. So the usual structure would be conciliums work for one magister and the magister reports to the emperor. This realm has two emperors, and this realm also has a rank for imperatrix. The vicarius, this is not something I've seen before. I guess it's a replacement for the rank Caesar, which obviously Vicarius is probably a more accurate version. So yeah, that's pretty much how roams work. I will go into more detail as the channel continues. Now, as for the channel, my goal is going to be to show you guys the easiest way to rank up in a roam, like the easiest path throughout Peregrinus all the way to the rank consul. Most people in Rome don't actually even reach the rank plebeian. which is actually quite shocking to me. I once was one of these people, but as many of you know, that is a cycle that's very easy to leave. So yeah, that's what this series will focus on, and I will also do probably some challenges with some of my Roman friends here. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it should be pretty fun. Alright, so now, one of the best ways to set yourself up in Rome is to do a military tryout to join a legion or whatever. I personally recommend joining UC. It's the best way to get closer to politicians. It's the best way to learn laws ahead of time. And it's also the only division that actually helps you progress towards the future of your Roman path. So our job should be to find this guy. Mods hate it when you do this, but just do a help command. Oh, this guy's probably gonna ask me to join. Do not join PG. PG is boring. Oh, okay, here I am. So I just got TP'd. Please. Alright, alright. I'll DM him. Yeah, so UC usually has a bad reputation. But, you know, it's worth the trouble. I've never had a tryout take so long to start. Alright, finally! Oh my god! I just had to say it. I'm a YouTuber, buddy. I do not talk to people. Ooh, Game Pass horses. Oh, but they probably have the bad ones that only have one seat. Yeah, that's a one seat, dude. Oh, it's not? They coded it wrong, though. Okay. Okay, I thought it was... Whoa, that is... That's how fast this... The... Whoa. Whoa, is that the Senate Hall? One day I'll be a senator, guys. That's what I miss. So, while he's riding around, we're gonna look at some laws, especially... No, it's not there. To be fair, the horses I made in my room were insanely fast. First part. What do I see that looks wrong here? Something's wrong here apparently. I don't see it. We're guarding the Magister. I don't give a crap. What about him? Is it because he's not wearing his gear? I'm actually confused. I do not see it. Give me an answer. I'm stumped. I'm stumped. Tribunus unlocked honorary armor. Also breaks military uniform code. What? That cannot be true. Woman military uniform. The uniform must be complete set of the following. Okay. What does this guy want to answer this question? Okay, well, if you ask the question, I'll be able to answer you. If you say citizen in the military camp, how will go about handling it? There should be a law, evidence enforcement, arrest procedure. Okay, arrest procedure. Explain how they are breaking it. This is literally what the law says what to do. Good. He probably doesn't even know that's a law. That's the first UC I've ever seen know that. Okay, I guess I'm following him now. What is he doing wrong? Let's see here. Well, I would say nothing, right? Because if you look here, well, nothing. However, hold on. Okay, so the Praetor is doing a 1v1 instead of doing law. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, he's literally cuff abusing, dude. One can avoid telling one the rules of law. One can avoid telling one the rules of law when their life is in threat. What? Yep. And now he resets. So yeah, that's why UC makes enemies. Oh, okay. My supervisor left, so as he said, I do have to get off tags. Is that a black toga? I don't know. Apparently this is a musculata. Oh, cape. Okay. Now... Oh, okay. Here's the VPN. Let's do Miami. And then I'm gonna refresh Discord. There you go. So now we're in UC. I'll turn off the VPN now and close the app. I should have cuffs. I do. I do. Have people just not been logging their arrests? Alright, well, the last thing I want to do in this video, we're not gonna do it, but we will look into how to do it. And that would be to gain citizenship. Right here, what we're gonna do, there's an article. There always will be in every room. If there isn't, it's a bad room. It's gonna be called Citizenship and Rights. Obtention is what we're looking for. Two ways to earn citizenship. The first one is to be in the military for 1 week. And the next one is to be awarded citizenship by the Senate. Okay, so what did we learn today? This Rome is kinda broken. However, UC seems fun. UC is always fun when you are like good at the civil sector. What I'm noticing is colleges don't seem to be that good. No orators. Sensorial bulletin, again pretty old. Religion, about 2 weeks ago. Families would be active, yeah. So there's the core join Imperial Gens. Is this a room where there's like 5 Imperial Gens? Okay, no, it's just the same guy advertising the same family over and over and over again. Yeah, so okay, we're not gonna do this. College shouts. There's gladiators, that's cool. There's gladiators and gladiators and gladiators and gladiators. So, okay, so there's only gladiators in this room. That's amazing. Oh, there's a question order. Oh, right. I'm banned, of course. I'll just use the VPN. So yeah, that's cool. There's absolutely nothing to do in this room, but that's okay. You know, you gotta run with the flow. So yeah, in the next video, we're gonna try and see if there's a way to earn plebeian. Well, we already saw how, but we're gonna try to find a way to speed that process up. Because what I want to do is gain citizenship, and then right off the bat, go for senator. But first I want to reach centurion, just to show like how the ins and outs of a division should work. Unfortunately, this is one of the worst UCs I've ever seen in my life. You can't report people, you cannot log your arrests. The only jail log there is this webhook, which doesn't even have a logo. So yeah, and there's also not that many people. So, lictors 45, 21, 44, and 70 members. So yeah, UC is the smallest unit, which explains why it is dead. So yeah, overall not a very impressive unit. But yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.